It's Becca here, and I am attempting to get this stream to work. We'll see how it goes. I think I've got it now. So, my plan for today is to do some sketching because I haven't drawn in a while, and it's something I think I'd like to get back into. So, we're just going to do some basic sketching. My goal is to be sketching out some monsters and some D&D things for my campaign. Right now, I basically just want to actually get to sketching. So, let's do that. I think that sounds like a good idea. So, that's what we're going to do. Let's get a pencil out. Yep, sounds good. Okay, here we go. Need to knock the cobwebs off. It's been a while since I've drawn anything, so let's do that. Sketching is fun. Let's sketch. Alright, let's go with a gelatinous cube. Gelatinous. Might be how you spell that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, won't we? So, here we go. Let's make our cubie. Okay. Add a new layer. Because we want it more gelatinous. What do I feel like doing? Yep. Get a nice blue out, and we'll kind of give ourselves a little, oh, let's do our opacity down. Is this opacity? This is our opacity. See, told you it's been a minute. Okay, we're getting there. Woo, let's do it. Need some ground. And then we're gonna need a cube. So let's get a good perspective on our cube here. We'll go like this with our cube. And we'll keep it kind of cubey. There we go. That looks cuberific. Cubey. Get some gelatinous goo coming off of that side. Maybe a drip over here. Yeah. Okay. Up we get. So let's get ourselves a basic shape going. Let's go kind of a icky green, maybe. Maybe we'll go with that. No, let's go a little darker green than that. A little more vibrant-y, gelatinousy. Okay, here we go. One layer two. All right, let's go. Let's find a pen. Okay. So we're gonna give our gelatinous cube a little gelatinousness. Cuberific. Do another little one over here. There we go. Okay. And we have to show we came from somewhere. We were oozing our way along the floor. So let's ooze our way along. Oozing it up nice. Okay. Let's get another layer. Kind of want to pop that layer underneath. Just because I have a problem with things being out of order. So we're going to pop this layer underneath. And we are going to get this to be the floor color. So let's find a, maybe like a grayishy, greeny, gray. Maybe we'll put it in a dungeon, right? Shouldn't we put it in a dungeon? Let's put it in a dungeon. All right, let's do it in a dungeon. Here we go. All right, what do we do with this? Where's my pen? Cool, cool. All right, let's get my line. There we go. No, I do want some opacity. I could do better. Yoink. Digital drawing is the best. Okay. So now we've got a floor for it to be in. And then we're going to need some texture on that floor. So let's see. Maybe I think I've got a cool brush I could use. Let's try a splotch brush. And we'll just splotch it up nice. Okay, let's add me another layer. Okay. Just kind of splotch it up good. Make our floor just look icky. And just kind of scribbly like this will give you kind of a texture of dungeon. You can get a lot done with just scribbles in digital art. It's kind of lovely. That's pretty good. So let's find another little bit of a more different color. So as we go over it, it looks kind of cobblestone-y. Because we don't want all of them to be the same. Let's go get a more different, brighter color. A little more purpley in that one. Oh, like that. Okay. Let's do that. So, like I said, I'm just hanging out and drawing. So I just kind of wanted to make sure I could get all the stuff to work right here. And then, you know, I could actually do a better job of streaming once I got the hang of all the OBS nonsense that I don't know how to work. So that's what we're trying to do here. So, okay, that's looking pretty good. So I kind of like this color with a little bit of purpley in it. So why don't we make that go be our background color? I wonder if we could background it into that color. Let's see. Disk history was this one. Yeah, check that out. Liking it a lot. Okay, it's looking great. So let's add another layer here, and we're going to mess with the background up here to make it look kind of dungeon-y. Let's get that background gray to be a little more maybe brownish gray. I kind of like my palette here that I have for my character. Her name's Ma. Ma is, that's a little more orange than I want, I think. Ma is the old lady who kind of looks after the girls in my group. I'm in an all-girls D&D party, and we have a nice time. We meet about every other week, and we play our game, and it's been super fun. So I'm on my new layer, right? Yep, I'm on my new layer. Okay, so if I kind of go in with just a little bit of light, and a little bit, just to give it something. So, oh, that was a little bit much. It's a little more than I wanted, a little heavier handed than I felt like being. So it just doesn't have to be perfectly and straight. I'm just kind of adding some stuff. Just so it's not as, and I think I went a little more than I wanted there. Okay, a little more on this side over here. Just trying to very lightly go into some stuff. Okay, so now let's head into our inking again, because we liked our inking. I love the Shay from Video Game Shay. I love her patterns. Her inking pens are great. So let's hold on to this. Get that color again. And then we need to add a little bit, some darker to it here. Okay. All right. Let's get some dark underneath. Oh, nope, don't do this. Don't add onto that layer, you goober. Add onto this layer. Now I want to move that again because, like I said, it's going to bug me. So that's going to go up. Nope. Dang it, Bobby. There. Woohoo, we did. Okay. Cool. So now we got that layer. So now let's get into it. And we will put our opacity down a little bit because I don't really want this line to be so horrible. We just kind of want to keep it, yeah, like that. Oh yeah, that's good right there. Okay. Just go along there. Give ourselves some definition of that gloop. We want it to look like the light is hitting it. So it looks extra gloopy. Oh, such good gloop. How many times can I say gloop? All the times. All the times. There we go, looking nice. So we're imagining our light is coming. I know you can't see me pointing at this, but we're imagining our light is coming from this way, like from the top corner. So the shadow is going to be on this side over here. So that's kind of what I'm going with. So when I want to make my gelatinousness, it's going to be on this side. It's going to be gelatiny over here. And we're going to need a little gelatinousness here to kind of look like it's breaking up the corner there. And then we need to do some opposites. So let's grab our color again. Grab our original color. And we want to lighten it up a little bit to get ourselves a highlight. So now remember we said our light's coming from this direction, kind of over here. So we're going to want a little more lightness. Ooh, that's a little more than I want. Let's drop our opacity down a little bit. Let's brush my brush up a bit too. I like a 30-ish. Let's kind of get in here. Oh, no, maybe we want our opacity down a little bit even more. Okay, let's take our brush size up a bit. And get a little, yeah, I like that much more. It's a kind of cartoony blob of goo, which I like. I like a lot. Too big, too big, too big, too big. I like that there though. So let's get another little piece to shine up right here. Makes that jelly shakiness. And so what I'd like to do is pull this down quite a bit. My size really small. I'm going to open it up real big here on here though, because I want to add a little bit right next to my shadow and extend it just a little bit there. And that's going to help sell the gooey gelatinousness of it. Words. I don't know what the technical term for their gelatinous reflection is, but you can see it's working. And how we've got this bit here that looks a little extra blob-like, we're going to give it a little corner highlight there to kind of make it look like it's set back. Nope. 2 fingers. There we go. Get over in here and get a little bit of highlight going on where these things are, just to give it that little bit of shine in the corners to kind of make it look like that goo is a little shinier too. See, it's making it a little dimensional and making it pop off a little bit. So over here we want to do a little bit of highlight because it's reflecting where it's curving around that blob. We'll even do a little bit right here because it's catching that highlight. Highlight it. Yeah, I'm liking. I think that looks pretty good. So now we want to come back down. We need to get rid of our arrow. Where's our arrow? It's on layer 6. Yep, our arrow's on layer 6. Okay. So we want our eraser. What? I have an active brush. Okay, erase. I have an active brush. What are you talking about? That's my active brush. Yes. That is my active brush. Yes. Now let's back to life. Now let's erase. Why can't I erase you? What is your deal with the erasing? You don't want to erase? You being a purr? You being a little burr, aren't you? Let's see. Oh, I probably need to be in my classic library. That's why. Okay. All right. So erase. Yeah. I was in the wrong library. My bads. Okay. We got it now. big brush. Erase. Erase, erase, erase. And see, since I layered, haha, it's not going to mess up my stuff. So let's go back to Shay's pen, which we liked again. Back to our regular green color that we liked so much. Now, we need to stick something in this blob of gelatinous goo. Otherwise, we just have nothing going on. So what do we want to stick in here? Normally it would be the devoured corpse of something that this gelatinous cube has slithered across and consumed somehow. I think I'm going to throw my Apple Pencil in there and let it eat my Apple Pencil. So inking pen, yes, we like our inking pen. I told you I haven't drawn in a while. It's going to take me a minute. We're going to get a nice bright white. And I'm going to let this thing eat my pen. So, new layer. And we are going to have our pencil. Okay, Apple Pencil. Okay. Looking like an Apple Pencil to me. So my plan here is to let that fill, not that, don't do that. Let's not do that. That didn't work, did it? Okay, let's go back out of the Apple Pencil because I think what I realized what I did wrong here. So let's put our opacity back up. Don't like that. Angled a little bit more. Oh. Which way do I like it? Yeah, I like it like that. Okay. Let's go back. Tidy that up a bit. Tidy up that curve. Okay. That's more like what we wanted to do the first time and messed up. So, let's get back in here. Nice sharp point on our pencil because, you know, pencils. I'm just going to hand color it because it's fun. Straighten that little curve. See that little pixel there? Nope, don't like that at all. Get those pixels colored in. Just want to crisp this up just a bit. Didn't like how that looked. It looked a little lean. That's looking a little better to me. Okay, so we're going to add some highlight to that. So let's do our same little trick where we grab our color, come up here, and we want to move it off just a bit. And I want to kind of go down a little towards the green. Actually, yeah, let's move down towards that purpley color a little bit. Get a little purple in that gray. Opposite on the colors there. I like that color much more. So now, I know my Apple Pencil has a little curve right here that's going to take a color. Just like that. Give it that depth. And then it does have, on my little Apple Pencil right about here, there's a bit of a curve. like so. And then it's flat for your finger. So let's get to where we can go most of the way up there. Up. And then that same little, whoop, nope, not that. I want that. So, this is the thing I don't really know how to work. Let's say freeform. I don't want it snapping. No snapping. I want it freeform. I just want to grab get my eraser out again because I think I messed it up. Nope, don't want to erase all that. Go back. I just want to take this little bit. My eraser's way too big. That's my problem. My eraser is way too big. Okay, I want to take that off there. Don't like that bit right now. And I'm not into that. Okay, let's go back to our color again, and we'll kind of just make it curve. I curved it the wrong direction because I'm like that. Okay, yeah, that looks more like the Apple pen we know and love. I want a similar one up here. There we go. Go just a little darker because we want the opacity way down on this one because I just kind of want to give a hint here that has a curve to it. Just a bit. I think that's looking pretty sharp. So now what we need to do is try and get this pen to be inside of the cube. So what I would love to do with that is mess with some masking. So I think I'm happy with layer 8 and 9. So I want to merge one down. Okay, so now those two are one layer. So see, you can see my pen, Apple Pencil is all one layer. So what I think I want to do with that layer now is do, is it a clipping mask? Nope, it's not a clipping mask. I think it's a mask. And if I then do my eraser on that layer, see what's happening? I like it. So if I'm now doing that, let's make our size humongous. And if I go in with it like this, I can mask it into the cube as much as I want. So I think what I want to do is get this cube to where I can mask it. I want like the biggest one I can get. I want the opacity down quite a bit because I just want it to erase a bit into the green. Oh, look at that, how it's going. Oh, so good. So good. Look at that. Now it looks like it's been eaten. Loving it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's get it in there. So now it looks like it's been eaten by the gelatinous cube. I think that looks fabulous. So good. Okay. One more little bit of what I would like to mess with is I would like to get my layer 4 and I would like to get back on that layer and get a little bit of some shading going on. So let's get our I think I'm going to go with our round brush. And I'd like to pick out one of these darker colors here and just kind of underneath here give it a little, oh, that got lighter because I messed it up. Okay, so we want our opacity back up. We want our size back down. And we want to kind of focus right underneath here and see if I can get that to go. My color's off. I want my darker color, not my lighter color. Yeah, I want a darker. Okay. Darker color. Let's see if we can get it going here. Yeah, there we go. Darken that up just a bit. Underneath our blobbies. So it looks like they're messing with the light that's coming through because it is gelatinous. So light is going to get caught underneath. So we want to have, see, it's okay if behind here it has a little bit of light, but we kind of want it to look a little darker there. No, don't do that. Okay. There, just underneath the blobbies. And I might actually go back onto this layer and use the same kind of brush that we did there with a color. And we're going to go just a little hair darker than what we had in our original. And I'm going to make it really super small. And we're kind of trying to try to go just this side a bit of the pencil. Make it look a little more embedded, like it ate it just a bit. And then I want to get our highlighter color and do the same thing on this side to make it kind of look like it's a little lighter because the light is bouncing off of it over here. And let it diffuse a bit. Don't want a straight line. We want to kind of want to let it be a little more ooey gooey. A couple ooey gooeys over here to kind of give some indents that you can see it kind of is catching a little bit of light coming different directions. So it makes it a little more movable. And I think that looks pretty nice. We can get rid of our sketch layer. Don't need to see that anymore. And I think that is a very nice looking gelatinous cube eating my Apple Pencil. Which, you know, I was going to sketch today. And I thought, I'll sketch something D&D. And I had no clue. Hey. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. AI viewers, boo. Don't care. AI can watch me if it wants to learn how to draw a gelatinous cube eating an Apple Pencil. I'm okay with that. It's fine. Anybody wants to watch can watch. That's why I put it on the internet. So I could just have some practice sketching and spend some time doing something that I enjoy doing. So thanks for hanging out for my first little test stream to see how my sketching is going. I really kind of dig it. I think it looks awesome. So thanks for hanging out. And whatever your day is starting or halfway through or getting ready to finish, I hope it's a good one. Thanks. Bye.